Hey, loves, it's Roslynn back at you one more again. I hope everybody is doing blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome into my returning subs, my growing extended beautiful family. As always, thank you so much for the love and support you've been giving me. It's truly, truly appreciated. So with that being said, much love to all. Namaste, love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell at the bottom so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. Also, if you're comfortable enough, drop a line or two. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback to the content of my video or you're just telling me about your empathic gift. And if you feel like the video gives good vibes, you would love to share with a loved one, family, or a friend, or even a fellow empath that are going through trying times and just needing, spiritual guidance or confirmation or validation towards life path or even soul purposes, please go ahead and share it while you're at it. You grow. Thumbs up, like, and also share. And the social media favorites wherever you see fit. As always, thank you so much for the love and support. It's truly, truly appreciated. And I hope you're able to resonate with the content of my video. And I would say thank you so much because I noticed that our subscriber count is really going up rapidly. So I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for that support. The video is called Twin Flame 101 Heyokas. You are transforming into the person that you have placed on your vision board. Never doubt your worth. It's true. I know I did a video about this. You're manifesting that person that you've been praying for it to be. And it's kind of like the same thing, but it's just like different. This is like a conclusion on to that. There's a lot of different things that we've prayed for in our lives. We want to be a better person. We want to be able to do things that make our lives fulfilled, creating something we've never done before. And a lot of times you don't realize that, because I've talked to a lot of different people, even through my experience or people I've connected with. And I said, universe is, making some, different directions to place you into your life for, being able to make your life feel more fulfilling. You're connecting with different things. It's not going to be a job or a career, but it feels like something that you can truly enjoy to have a comfortable lifestyle with, that's getting you towards that way. It's just like, here, my own person, I say, even though you have to have some guidelines and stuff like that with YouTube, I actually like what I'm doing. I'm very compassionate about that, even though there's times that, I don't want to be burnt out, but there's times where I have to take a break and, just figure my own self out, be in my head for a minute and be okay. And then when I come back, it's all white as rain, but these are the things through your hardships and through your, confusion, you're really, it's really shedding light on your potential and what you could be. A lot of times when we're going through stuff, I look at a lot of stuff that has gone through my life and I never made these power moves that I've been making until I got into this situation. Because, I used to get angry with God because I can do something and I noticed certain things I didn't have to really put all in for to get it. And it's like, no, this ain't nothing like you have ever did, you ever gone through, you ever experienced. So I'm gonna make you move in different ways that you weren't able to deal with before. I'm making you have these sacrifices in your life, for things you ain't never did before. You want something different, you got to move different, you got to act different, you got to speak different, you got to focus different. And those are the things that's going on into your life. You may get aggravated by God and the things that he's making you do. But this is really showing you, it's just like, I have to remind myself at times, I have to really call myself out on my own mess because I get on my own nerves at times because you already know this is creating so much better for you. Why are you allowing yourself to get fixated on stuff that ain't even relevant to you, people that ain't even relevant to you, just allow yourself to add that towards the game, let yourself, be in, into your mind on what you want to create better for you. God don't owe you nothing, regardless of what you feel like, you owed or what this and this and that. He really don't owe you nothing. He's just trying to put you in that vibe of where, you're needed towards the world. There are certain kind of contribute, that you're going to be doing towards the world that the world really needs. And a lot of times we try to understand what's going on in our life. Why do we have to go through this? And a lot of times, you'll say this is nothing to do with you, even though it was placed on your life, placed on your path. This, a lot of times, it don't have nothing to do with you. It's about the people that you're going to come connection with later on in life, of you using your experience to help not just you grow, but you're helping other people to inspire them. You're inspiring yourself to inspire other people down, down that line. And just me doing that, I had to allow my fear to go, fear of, what other people thought of me, fear of that, what people would say about my situation, if they would believe me or not, being able to have tough skin. There's going to be people that are not going to understand your journey. People are not going to understand you, and that's okay. There will be a lot of people that you forgive, you should have beat up already, different stuff like that. And it's just like, it'll really allow me to appreciate everything, even the good or bad, because there's, even regardless of what experiences was, if it was a negative or a positive, it brought some kind of insight you need to learn about yourself, your surroundings, and it's just like, when they know, when the devil knows that you're destined for some kind of greatness that God has in store for you, when I tell you, he will flip the script on everything into your life to make you doubt everything that God has for you. He will do that within your family, within your love life, your marriage, your finances, your job, your household, all that stuff. It will be flipped out. But God will use that as the same thing too. And it's just like, this is giving you that time, even though I know it can be very hurtful, it can be very painful, but this gives you to that point where outside influence of distractions is going to keep you they take you away so you can focus on you. Those people was going to be in your life. They're going to eventually be in your life. It was something meant to be. And a lot of times you like, they don't show they truth to me. I really don't want them in my life. You have to understand. I have to remind myself when certain things, I would say that, and it's just like, it is what it is, whatever. You only got to show me one. If you ain't there for me when I needed you, I'm never gonna need you again. Or you disrespect me, you better make sure you don't need me again, because don't come back. You can't keep coming back and doing stuff like that. But then it's just like, everybody got their issues, everybody got their problems. Some people are already recognizing what they need to do to heal themselves. Some people haven't got to that dot yet, or there's probably different things that show them where that healing needs to take place, and they're overriding it. They don't want to do it because you have a lot of oppressors out here. You'll see it. You'll be able to detect them, like, ooh, a narrative right there, 10 meters away. It'll be something like that. But you're allowing yourself to work on yourself. You're placing on that vision board of what you want to become, what you want to do in life, what you find fulfilling in your life is more about what joy you can bring into your life. It don't have to be materialistic things at times, because there's a lot of times we get issues where we see people on social media and say, yeah, I want to be like that. And a lot of times people don't show you the come up of what they had to do. With me, it's just like, I'm not where I want to be yet. But that don't mean I ain't destined to be there. I don't have the best quality in pictures and, sound and stuff like that. But I'm working on that. I've grown a lot. There's a lot of people that's been with me for a long time and seeing how I've grown. Within that, I'm blessed to have them in my life. They know my background, they know my story, they know my pains, my joys, and all that. And they still ride for me. And I appreciate that wholeheartedly. They're always staying in my prayers. Even my enemies, I pray for them as well. But there's just so many things that I'm, allowing myself to know. I couldn't care about what other people's opinions were about me. How people talked about me was not my business. People are always going to talk about you when there are certain things that they be trying to just do their own thing. A lot of times it's hard to understand that, especially if you don't move that way. But this is at that time where you only can be responsible, but how you see you, how you validate you, how your opinion of how you see you. Are you defining yourself and what you're trying to create better, or you allowing outside influences define what you are on their influences of how they see themselves? They place that on you. But you have to be, oh, okay, they said that, or, people are just more, instead of being concentrating on their life, on how they're trying to heal, they trying to keep tabs on every little thing you're doing, and I mean, that's okay too. You can give them notes on how to really truly heal. There's either a choice to do it, but, it's giving you that point where, I can look at my life and, there's a lot of things that I can see. There's a lot of things that I didn't believe I could be doing by now, because it was just like in my life, like I always wanted to have like a power of purpose. Like I wanted to do something really big in the world. And I just wanted everybody to be happy. And I never knew how that was going to happen. I used to tell my mom and my dad that, since I was like 4 or 5 years old. And, my dad, God rest his soul, he always remind me of that. It's like, remember when you used to say that when he's like, always here, so proud of you, baby, and I'm just like, oh, thanks, Dad. I'm like, you tell me that all the time. He's like, but I really am. Because I see, even though I didn't know what was going on in your life, them passed on, and just watching everything that I'm doing, comfort me through my times of sorrow, the times I miss him, things that I felt like I messed up and missed up with him, all those different things. And I just, I can say I'm very blessed, to be able to still connect with my grandparents. I've never had a way to meet, even with my mom, my birth mom, I connect with her, through the vibes, and it's good that I can be able to feel that with her, and, don't hold any, anger or hurt towards her, even though it was a hurting situation, but I had to be able to respect that as well. And, and I can see through steps and steps, even when I felt like life was just like tearing up inside, it wasn't going to get any better. When I allowed myself to change how I see different things that was going on in my life, allowing myself to move forward with just seeing things as a blessing instead of a hindrance. It's all about how we choose to look at our downfalls. And sometimes it's hard, you could be your own worst enemy at times. It's just all about how you choose to speak up on something. The devil loves when he can have you speaking negative vibes into your life, and that can be very detrimental to you. But also being a use thing where, I have to allow myself to start using better verbiage on how I see myself. Yes, I'm not a work in progress. I'm putting the finishing touches on my masterpiece. I'm going to be better than I ever expected. There's going to be people that is going to appreciate you for what you're showing, how you transform. It gives them that way to say, if she did that, I know I can do that. She keeps it real. She don't worry about what other people say about her. She keep moving. Even if there's a day she had a downfall, don't mean that can't be an attempt of a powerful come up. It's just like your setback gives you a chance to make a major comeback. All these different things is like that vision board. Whatever you place against your name, you can allow that to happen. A lot of times it's like, girl, you dream too big or you do that. No, that's what people feel like they can't do. If you can reach that pinnacle on saying whatever you want to do, if that, they always say, if you can put it in your mind, or if it's in that mind that universe and God and them can place in you, or it can be, materialized into your own being. You can create this for yourself, but are you willing to make the moves? Are you willing to make changes? Are you willing to make honest sacrifices for your life for these things to happen? And that's what he's trying to tell you to do. I'm gonna put some distractions in your way to see what's gonna be important. Are you gonna face and keep focused on what's irrelevant and important into your life that's gonna help you grow? Or are you gonna allow these distractions that are very irrelevant and it's gonna make you have that come up, but as using them as fuel to allow yourself to overcome those vibrations that those people want to project towards you, or those situations or your past, indiscretions is really placing on you. They can be very hindering to you. And these are the things that they're showing you can do. You can see, because there's times that, I stayed focused on the past, and I had to be able to really allow myself to, look at, like, in my past was my best inspiration to create better in my life. And there's a lot of times that I will allow myself to give power to people and situations that is just like, girl, you need all your power you can get to, to achieve something, to conquer something. They just helped you get on the path to where you need to be, to what you don't want to be anymore, what you need to transform from, what can no longer hurt you if you don't allow yourself to be in that same headspace. So that's something I have to work on every single day, and it was very, that takes a lot, especially depending, if my situation, I'm just like, man, look, this takes a lot. And he said, that's okay. I put a lot in you. I wouldn't been able to put this on your life if I didn't see that you can conquer it. Your family, your ancestors, people in your lineage picked you for this situation. And they knew that you carried that heart. You got that lion's heart. You got that, that beast. And they see that in you because they knew, because it's just like, there'll be times like, shoot, sometimes I want to be kicking myself in my own butt. Like, girl, what was you doing when you signed them papers to be able to say, yes, I can do it. I got it, but they ain't tell you, oh, yeah, we going to have you do all this. Like, oh, it's a piece of cake. It's fine. Yeah. Until they let you know they were about to erase your whole existence away. You're going to have to build back up on that manually. You can't set that mess back up to what you already know now. Back then, you have to start something of anew. You creating something of anew. There's times they make it feel like, heck, if I've done this before, why does this feel foreign but yet familiar to me in some kind of way? And you learn every day. There'll be different times where you put that ego to rest, but it's like when you've been program like that for so long, you gonna have moments like, ego like, girl, do you remember this time? Yes, I was there, but I don't need you reminding me. I don't make peace with that. Shut the hell up, sit down somewhere, because I'm about to slab you up with a, cement block. So you just, go away. And you really trying to go through that. You making peace with everything. Not allowing certain things that's been done and said towards other people to keep you, living in that rerun. That's what they're wanting into your life. But it's just like they're creating a bridge for you to create something more. Like it's going to be a day where you're going to appreciate your enemies and appreciate how they betrayed you, how they hurt you, how they put all kind of lies and deceptions on you. People that you saw as friends, they end up turning into foes. And like now it's like friends, family, and foes. Sometimes you can't even tell the difference between them anymore. But you're going to really create and appreciate something from those situations that you're going through, because it really showed you how determined you can be to not want to be like that. There's certain people that I see in my life, and it's just like, I really pray for their come up. I really pray for their healing, because it's like the path that they're leading towards themselves is going to be very detrimental. And they're showing that by the choices they make, how they do things, and what their choices they are. And, I had to be able to correct myself too, because it's like, you can't keep running like that, even though you have every right to feel the way you feel. But what is it going to change? It's not going to change that person. Don't change, how they do you. Don't change how you do you. It's going to change how you do them. And just allow yourself to appreciate that. Let that be that mental focus on what you don't want to continue to be, what you don't want to continue to connect with. Use that as that fuel to keep on empowering yourself to want better, to do better. Allow yourself to see those situations, but make peace with them. And I got to tell myself, make peace with your past. You creating a presence to stay in your own presence is going to create something for a powerful future that is going to be that fuel to just keep you moving. You putting a vision board up yourself that you never really envisioned that you can be. But through the moves that you're making, through the pain and, a purpose that you're facing, that you're being guided towards too. Now it's unfolding in ways that you ain't ever seen coming, because there's a lot of times I'm like, what am I? Wait a minute, when you gonna tell me about that? And it's just like the things that I go through every day, because it's like, I be telling my time, hey, the most strongest person will tell you they got a weak moment. The most confident people hold some kind of insecurity. You have to know that. That's when you're speaking of the real person. Because when people walk around acting like stuff don't faze them and they're on a happy hap, you can just tell by the things that they're doing. They're not. That's living a lie. Me, I'll tell you, I got me some up and down moments. Yeah, I got to self-reflect. I get on my own nerves. I got to call myself out on my own stuff. Like, girl, you could be doing better. Why are you sitting up here wasting da-da-da-da-da? I have to give myself that self-talk where you like, look, no. You have to be able to just call your own self out on certain things in your life. Never take other things that people are projecting to you personal, even if you have to keep reminding yourself, like, dang, what did I do? You don't have to do anything. It'd be that own person that set their own self up for something like that. I've done it. I've done it a few times. It had nothing to do with that person, but I went and lit into them just because they were there, and then it's just like, it comes from the other side. Now you've seen it come from the other side, but you're allowing yourself to see that vision board within yourself. And you have what it takes. Universe if they didn't feel like you have what it takes to conquer everything and add more to your life that is already setting in motion about the ones that's coming after you finally you ain't got to reincarnate no more. And I'm like, this is my post and my last post. Like, look, after this is over, I ain't coming back. I'm good. I don't need to reincarnate for nothing. If y'all can't get it right, that's not my fault. I'll help assist from a spiritual level because I ain't coming back here. I'm not. So I ain't coming back reincarnate because this mess getting on my nerves. This is really redundant because we don't realize whatever we having a struggle with letting go, forgiving, keeping ourselves out of past experiences. This is what we carried around for every lineage or every time lap that we done had. This has been a problem, and this is the reason why we're working on our nerves, because you could project all the negatives you want to, but deep down inside, like, I'm tired of going through this with you. We have been doing this for the last million years, and did this a couple millennials and junk ago. Can we just let it go? You already know, your truth gonna be out some kind of way. Just let it go. You all right. You already don't want, all those different things is taking place in your life where certain things is just going to be a roadblock. You have to understand, there'll be a lot of times that people want to do something. And it's just like, as soon as I said that, I seen that post is like, never respond to shade. You won the moment they became bothered. People go out their way to do that. You already won the game because they bothered by the stuff that you're doing. And allow them to be bothered while you shining. Keep on moving, keep achieving, keep doing better. There are going to be some people out there ain't going to have a problem with saying, you know what, you inspired me to do so much more for my life. And thank you for doing the things that you do. You don't know, what kind of inspiration you are being towards other people that feel stuck. There is nobody out there that knows what I feel like. There's nobody, they don't understand me. They don't understand my pain. And then when you put this right out here, because I tell people real quick, I have my moments where I feel like all is lost with me. I have my moments where I feel like my enemies are always winning. I've had those moments when I want to give up and I'm just like, you know what? No. I was like, girl, this is that time when all them daggone, all your little signs is coming up, your astral signs, like the Gemini, the Taurus, the Scorpio, the Leo, all that stuff needs to come out, let that mess shine because you're a beast with all that wrapped in all that spiritual goodness. You have what it takes to not just exceed what God has promised, but go further than that. You are making moves that you never knew that you were going to make. The enemy was scared that you were going to achieve. You got so many good things that's going for you. You got to excite yourself out. There's so many people are just watching, placing bets like, man, look, I'm going to give you 100 on top of that to let you know she ain't about to do nothing, because everybody making these things. You got your enemies watching you like you a soap opera or you a football game, something like that. They're trying to see what kind of plays you going to come out with. And then you going to shock them because you didn't give up. They felt all the little things they done placed on your life, all the little hoodoo, voodoo, whatever they've been doing was going to stop you. And that actually created a beast in you. They gave you a lot. Because it's like with me, when something about pop, I was like, oh, they did that again. I know when somebody do that. My family is like, if you only knew who my family was, you wouldn't even try that mess. But just leave it like that. But, it's just, it allowed me to know. Just be that hunger, that beast, that tiger, the tigress, you the lioness of the proud land, and you're getting that. And through everything you have gone through, it showed you, what power you hold, because there's a lot of things. If you look back and you see the different things that you have connected with, different things that has take place in your life, how many times you had near-death moments where you done gone and came back. It's been an instant rerun. Made me feel like I'm up there with Jason, Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger. I'm like, look, I don't die, I just multiply. I'm just tired of coming back. Made me feel like a daggone baby kid at times, and just kept coming back because there was a purpose for you. If they can put you through it, they're going to get you through it, and they're creating something within you. You may not be able to see everything what God and universe got in store for your life, but it's something that's destined. It's something that your ancestors are out here just crying. I knew they could do it. Ugly crying like, one of them different moments where they're just saying, yes, I was, it's like I knew I'll bite my nails and stuff like that. Just kept on sending them vibes that get up. You're gonna rise up like that song, you're gonna rise up. Like Audrey Day, I love that song. And you're gonna rise up in different ways. It's gonna shock you. So don't ever allow your haters, your doubt, your fear consume to make you feel like there are certain things you cannot achieve. There are certain things that you can't transpire, you can't reach. Because you can do anything you want to. It's just you. Only you can stop you from doing that. It's like, oh, they make me mad. They couldn't do that without your permission. All these different things are taking place to give you that experience to be able to create more want for your life. You know what you deserve. You know what you don't deserve. You know what you need to entertain. You know what things you sure enough need to stop entertaining. Different things you need to disconnect from. Different things you need as a fuel to keep on going to create better. Don't ever allow somebody to place their fears over you. Because a lot of times folks will do that. Don't respond to shame. You already won. You already won. But, things are taking place to really create better for your life. You may not feel that through the times where it feels like there's instant resistance. There'll be times that you can really see yourself doing stuff, but it gets to that point where you feel like I'm tired. A lot of times, you got to do that mess while you're tired. Be different days like, oh, I'm gonna go to sleep, and it'd be that one little instant reminder. I'm like, oh, hell no, let me get back up. Let me go ahead and do what I gotta do, because I'm tired of doing whatever. I look at certain things, I'm like, get back up. You need to keep on going. If not, you're gonna keep dealing with that. No, gotta keep on going. Use whatever you need to do. Use as that vocal point to let you keep thriving for better in your life, because it's like if your family didn't choose you, they got that confidence in you that you don't have confidence in yourself. And these experiences are showing you are your vision board. You are the person. You're becoming that person that you needed when you were lost in all the things that was going on in your life, where you didn't see which way was your way, and that created a pave way for you that you never expected you'll be going down. So trust and believe, everything is unfolding in a process that you never seen coming. Keep going. Don't give up. Do things that scare you. Like, I got to get ready to do my stuff. And I'm like, oh God, okay, whatever, but keep doing you and keep doing a better you, because you really truly deserve that. So I hope you were able to resonate with the content of this video. Like I said, I'm gonna be having my live chat and vibe. What time is it now? Yeah, it's 3:48 now, so it's gonna be at 6:30. So hopefully I'll see you. Well, you'll see me there. It'd be great to connect with you virtually and spiritually. I apologize with the quality of my videos. Like I said, my energy just be crazy, so sometimes it'll come out good, sometimes it'll get fuzzy. I apologize. I got what I got and do what I got to do with what I got. So hopefully you'll be able to get the message and hear what you need to have within that situation. Like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, drop a line. I would love a chance to get to know you. To all my new people that are, dropping by to see the videos, the posts, even the beta shorts that I've been placing out, it's really appreciated. I'm glad they can impact you the way they impact me. And please make sure the people that, you're really enjoying their videos on the Instagram Reels, please make sure you follow them on their Instagram account. These people are very, very uplifting to me. They give me laughs when I really truly need to laugh. And, they give me insight when I be second guessing different things. So, please go ahead and do that. Greatly be appreciated. I leave all my contact information in the description box below, especially my link to my podcast. I do Heyokas podcast as well. Hopefully you'll find something in there that you can find insightful. Whatever you're manifesting, I hope that it comes out so much better than you ever expected. You're going to receive, because you're going to receive something very good, from the things that you go through on a daily basis. Obviously, it's preparing you for something that is going to bring you to your knees. You got to understand. You're going to see your stuff, and you won't understand why life was so hard for you, why people were on you like that. But like I said, you can get in contact with me. A lot of people talk to me over there if they don't feel comfortable with talking here on the Book of You. Stay on the Book of You. I'm thinking about they're on Facebook and the Tube of You. so they can talk to me there. So just all about spiritual networking and give them a deeper understanding. Whatever we speak on is confidential, and I'll try to help out the best way I can, either through my self experience or what universe plugs me into to share with you to give you a deeper understanding of your power of purpose. I hope you are really enjoying your holiday, if you're still doing that, if you actually celebrate it. If you've been having a good time with connecting with your family, please don't ever take that for granted. If y'all are going through different things that, it can be fixed, and know that all it does is like a hug, or, just you speaking out your understanding, please take advantage of that. You just never know. You don't want to have that guilt when, God calls them back. So, try to make sure that you can have that good connection with them, and you don't take anything for granted. Even through social distancing, make sure you give out love, light, positivity, words, vibes, frequencies. You just never know. All those things will really take you a long way. And, be safe and be responsible, please. And I hope you enjoy your holiday weekend. You see me on the next one. Much love. Peace.